This is WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
A Super Bowl winning quarterback and a two-time Pro Bowler. He set records with the New York Giants organization for most passes completed and attempted in one game, one season, and in a career. He also set the mark for most touchdown passes with 199. Today, Phil Simms receives yet another accolade. Simms gets his honorary degree today from Morehead State University at the school's spring commencement. The former MSU and New York Giants quarterback will never forget his years in Morehead.
It's, like I said, quite an honor. Morehead State University, to be a graduate now, to go to school here so many years ago, there's nothing like it. It's a special place in my heart. Being here the last couple days, being with everybody here, they all look distinguished up here, but you should see them in the back room how they act. That's a whole different story. They take those robes off, they're not afraid to let it go. But to see all the people, to come back, to meet my friends and all that, this is a place where I actually grew up. I'm sure a lot of you out there have had the same feeling, don't you?
Awesome. With the NFL college and high school football seasons months away, look no further than the semi-professional football team right here in the coverage area. Lauren Cash was with the Kentucky Patriots today as they kicked off their inaugural season.
A nice-sized crowd gathered at the Laurel London Optimist Club Saturday as the Kentucky Patriots kicked off their first season in the Kentucky Football League. The team, based out of Somerset, though, went through some hard times just trying to get up and running.
It just felt like everything started coming together. First go around, it was trying to get the field, and now we've got the field, so everything after that just seemed to be falling right in place. The team we've got right here, it's some of the best athletes I've been around, and there's no reason why we shouldn't win every game this year in a championship.
What makes this Patriots team unique to the area is the names on the roster. Ages range from 18 to 35, but nearly all played high school football in South and Eastern Kentucky, from the three schools in Pulaski County all the way east into Bell County.
Oh, we have a lot of talent around here. Just in Pulaski County alone, we have three great high schools. And then you go outside that, Corbin's got a lot of good teams, Bell County, Berea into Lexington. So, we have a lot of talent around here, and us being centralized to all that, we're just a melting pot of the local talent in the area.
8 coverage area high schools represented on this team, now all sharing the same jersey. With the Kentucky Patriots, Lauren Cash, WYMT Mountain Sports.
Thank you so much, Lauren. Good stuff. Former Kentucky Wildcat Tony Dixon is actually on the Kentucky Patriots. He was at running back at UK, where he played 4 years. And in his senior season at Kentucky, he had 132 carries, 430 yards, and 7 touchdowns. And today, as you saw right there, he actually scored the first touchdown for the Kentucky Patriots. Well, the Patriots are 1-0 on the year, winning their game this afternoon, 12-2 over the Knoxville Knights. Every time the Baseball Cats have won game 1 of a 3-game set this season, they have ended up taking the series. It's happened 5 times this year. Last night, Kentucky getting the game 1 win over the Georgia Bulldogs. Game 2 today, senior day today. Andrew Nelson, Spencer Jack, Thomas Burnell. Just 2 home games left in their careers. Wildcats get on the board first today. Dorian Harrison at the plate. Pitch gets away from the Georgia catcher. Kai Tom trots in, 1-0 Cats. All right, Dogs break it open, though, in the third. Steven Wren bangs a hanging curve from Dustin Beggs. Solo shot to left, 16 hits for the Dogs today, and every Bulldog starter scored a run. Georgia takes game 2, 12-3. Rubber match tomorrow at noon. Now to high school baseball. The Fayette County Invitational Tournament has one coverage area team in it, the Somerset Briar Jumpers. They lost last night by 1 run, 6-5. A chance to redeem themselves earlier today. Somerset taking on Lexington Christian at Henry Clay High School. Second inning, LCA's Hunter Willis rips a double into left center. Ryan Stuckey will score. Eagles take a 1-0 lead over the Jumpers. In the third, Somerset with a couple men aboard, but LCA's Andrew Barker. Give me that. Take another look at this one. Oh, my goodness. Just steals it out of the air. Still 1-0 after 2.5. Go to the fourth. More outstanding Eagle defense. This is what you call the 6-4-3 double play. Ends another Somerset inning. Lexington Christian wins 2-1 in 9 innings. Somerset has now lost 8 out of its last 10. Now to the pros. The Cincinnati Reds having to play a doubleheader today after rain canceled their game last night with the White Sox. Let's go to the south side of Chicago. Johnny Cueto on the mound for the Reds in game 1. Bottom first, runners on at the corners. Christopher Negron, I should say. Don't go over the railing, Youngville. Reds get out of the inning with that. Jump to the 6th. Still no score. Zach Cozart reaches on a fielder's choice to short. That scores Brandon Phillips. 1-0 Reds. Next batter, Skip Schumacher. Oh, that gets into the gap. RBI double to center. Cozart, come on in. 2-0 Cincinnati. Meanwhile, Cueto brought the filth on his game today. Longest start of the year for Cueto. He goes 8 1/3, allows 6 hits, strikes out 7. Reds win 10-4. All right, now to game 2. Let's start this one. Top of the first, no score. 2-1 for Tide Frazier. Pops way up. He doesn't feel blessed, though. He pops out. Marlon Byrd, meanwhile, does not get back to the bag in time. He's doubled off to end the inning. Bottom of the inning, Alexi Ramirez. Bye, Felicia. 2-run home run, his second of the day. He had one in the game. That's 2-0 White Sox now. Top of the third, bases juiced for Joey Votto, Zach Cozart, and Billy Hamilton come on in. White Sox, though, they win this one 8-2. Well, the Washington Wizards without John Wall for Game 3 of the Eastern Conference semifinals today. Wall out with 5 fractures in his non-shooting hand and wrist. No word on when and if he can return. Let's go to the nation's capital. Hawks Wiz. Series tied up at 1. Third quarter, Wizards up by 15 points. No Wall, no problem. Otto Porter flushing it and rocking the rim. Wall's pumped on the sidelines. The Wiz are just all over the Hawks. But they come all the way back. 20 seconds to go in regulation. Down 3, Mike Muscala. Bucknell stand up. 101-101. He ties the game. Now remember what happened last night in a tied game with 3 seconds to go? Bulls, Cavs, Derrick Rose. And that's what happened. He banked it in for the game winner, then said after the game, nah, I didn't call bank. All right, back to today's game. 3 seconds to go. Paul Pierce, the truth. Man, the pros just love the bankage these days. Bankage buckets, game winner. Second time of his career he's hit a game-winning shot in the playoffs. Be careful, Wall. Watch that wrist. Wizards take game 3, 103-101. Wiz now up 2-1 in the series. Matt, I just got to mention something. So we heard Derrick Rose last night say, nah, I didn't call bank, right? Chris Broussard asked Paul Pierce, did you call bank? He said, no, I called game. Enough said.
All right, Jamie, enough said. Thanks. We'll be right back after this.